This is W1SBW, Net Control for the session of the Worldwide Right-Through Amateur Radio Network. Taking early check-ins now. If you've got time sensitive, wants to get checked in, please come down with your call sign twice, slowly and phonetically.
Kilo 3 Whiskey Sierra. Kilo 3 Whiskey Sierra. Tom. Danville, Virginia. Danville, Virginia, over.
Alrighty, we'll start with those two. We got two, K3WS and W1AD. I forgot to mention before I started, topic of the week is mobile radios. What do you have in your vehicles? Is it VHF, UHF, APRS stuff, or HF? And what do you have for radio, and what are you using for antennas? That's going to be the topic for the week. For anybody's listening, I can repeat it when we get started. But we'll go up to Tom, and how you doing today, Tom?
Very good, Scott. Hope everything's well with you. Oh, mobile radio. Boy, I miss my old truck. My old truck, I had it so well set up, I could do 160 all the way down to 440. Had a portable antenna, dipole that you could deploy, or use the stingers on the back. They were all hustlers or variants thereof. And I had everything on quick disconnects so I could have all the antennas down. It was a 3-array across the bar in the bed of the truck. And you could pull all those antennas down in about 40 seconds on the quick disconnects and get into a parking garage. But unfortunately, I had to take all that apart when I got my next truck, and I didn't want to drill a bunch of holes and do a bunch of things. And I just got 2-meter 440, and these days, that's good enough for me. There's too many other distractions on the road. I can't really work HF very well, portable, or mobile, I should say. I know a lot of people still do it, but trips I take are a little too distracting to try to do that. But I do still do the 2-meter 440. That's a good topic. I like that. W1SBW from Kilo 3 Whiskey Sierra. We're down here in Danville, Virginia. Just doing some real estate work today. No hikes, no fun. It's all business today, Scott. Back to you, and have a great night.
Yeah, okay, Tom. Well, too bad you had to work on a Sunday, but you got to do what you got to do. Thanks for sharing what you have for mobile setup. Sounded like you did have a good setup in that truck at one time. There's so many different aspects you can do with setting radios up in a car or a pickup or a van or an RV, even an RV. A lot of people have them in RVs and they go camping and stuff. But thanks for checking in, Tom. Thanks for taking time on your day to talk to us. Have a good rest of your day. Hopefully you don't have to work all day. And have a great week, and we'll talk to you again next week. All right, we'll move on to W1AD. Frank, how are you doing today, Frank?
CQ. This is Mike 7, Papa November Yankee calling. CQ.
Station calling CQ. We've got a net going on right now. If you want to get checked in, I'll take your call sign. I didn't catch your call sign, but come on back with your call sign. We'll get you checked into the net.
Nigel, Papa November Yankee, calling from Northeast England.
Yeah, okay, Nigel, you dropped out. I didn't get your call sign, but the last two letters of it. Can you come back with it slowly and phonetically, please?
Papa November Yankee are my last three. That is Mike 7, Papa November Yankee. Over.
Okay, Mike 7, Papa November Yankee. We got you in the live book. We'll get right to you here in a second. We've got one ahead of you. Frank, Whiskey 1 Alpha Delta, are you there, Frank? This is Whiskey 1 Sierra Bravo Whiskey calling. Whiskey 1 Alpha Delta. Frank, you there? Alrighty, we'll move along. Hopefully he'll get connected back up and be able to come in. So we're going to move on to Mike 7, Papa November Yankee. I believe you said your name was Nigel. Topic of the week for the net this week, if you want to add into it, is mobile radios. What do you have in your vehicle, RV, truck, whatever, UHF, VHF, HF, and what are you using for an antenna? Go ahead.
UV5R, handheld, on foot. I don't have a vehicle radio, and I'm fairly new to the whole setup. Over.
Yeah, okay, very well, very well. That radio you use is working very good for you. How long have you been licensed, my friend?
For about 3 years. However, I've been unable to get on the air due to various other factors, but now I'm starting to get back on the air. So this will be the second time I've managed to reach someone across the pond. Over.
Oh, very good, very good. I believe you told me your name was Nigel. We're here every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern. It would be me in the seat, or Stu from 0ONT, or Steve, KJ4ZOY. And there's three of us that rotate, so it's good to hear from you today. You all taking a brisk walk?
Thank you for having me aboard. I believe it was Steve I spoke to a couple of weeks ago. Over.
Yeah, it could have very well been Steve. Could have very well been Steve. All right, my friend, we're going to move on and see if there's any other check-ins. I'm going to start the net here, officially get the net rolling, and thank you for taking time out of your day to check in. Have a good walk and have a good rest of your week, and hopefully we'll hear from you again next week. I'm going to drop and then we'll get the net started here.
Stay safe. Over.
Chili Hill, Golf Foxtrot uniform. First of Colin, Charlie Oscar Lima, India, November, northeast of England.
AA1PR Mike, Rutland, Vermont.
Okay, guys, I got an AA1PR, and I'll start the next one here in a second. I'm going to read the preamble, and we'll get going. This is Whiskey 1 Sierra Bravo Whiskey, net control for this session of the Worldwide Right-to Amateur Radio Net. Name here is Scott, Sierra Charlie Oscar Tango Tango. I'm located in the Green Mountains state of Vermont. There are multiple bridges, nodes, and methods in place to accommodate access to this net. Please join our Facebook page, Worldwide Right-to Amateur Radio Network, where details are provided on how to connect in. This is a directed net. Emergency traffic always takes priority. If at any time during the net you have emergency traffic, please call break to net control, and your emergency traffic will be handled immediately. I'm going to drop for a second. Pick back up. The purpose of this net is handle traffic, share amateur radio information, provide technical assistance. Topics may include digital radio, HF, or whatever topic the group wants to discuss. All licensed amateur radio operators are encouraged to check in. You do not need a topic of discussion to check in, but any comments on the topic would be greatly appreciated. All questions to the net will be addressed accordingly. Please be respectful when asking or responding to questions for the net. This week's topic is mobile radios. What do you have? VHF, UHF, HF. What are you using for antennas and so on? That's what we're going to try to talk about this week. And we're going to move right up to AA1PI. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, good morning, Scott. I'm awake today by the neighbors at 5:30. I haven't been able to go back to sleep, so I am so forward to looking to moving. But anyway, just figured I'd check in the net. I got my grandson's birthday party at 1 over there in Center Roland, whatever that little place is called there, an Old Foley, or what was it, the old post office stuff. Anyways, on that, figured I'd check in the net. And I always want to check in here, but I'm never awake. So anyways, it's hot, sticky outside today. I have no idea what the temperature is, but oh my God, yesterday was nice and perfect with all that rain and the coolness, and today all that moisture's gone in the air, and humidity, we're going to pay for it. So anyways, hope you're having a great day, Scott. Back to you, sir. W1SBW, AA1PR.
Okay, Mike, good to hear from you. I'm glad you were able to check in. That's absolutely perfect. Have a good day at your, I believe you said it was a grandson's birthday party. Is that correct?
Yes, he turned 5 on the 24th, but today was the only day they could do it on the weekend to celebrate it. Over.
Yeah, okay. Well, great. Well, have a good time. Hopefully you'll have a good time, and have a good rest of your day, good week, and hopefully things will go well for you. Hang in there, Mike. All righty. We will continue on. Is there anybody else that wants to get checked into the Worldwide Rag True Amateur Radio Network? Please come now to call sign, name, and location. Call sign twice slowly and phonetically, please.
Mike 0 Whiskey Echo M0 WWE David in Sheffield.
Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Yankee. Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Yankee.
Echo 0 Golf Foxtrot Uniform 2 Echo 0 Golf Foxtrot Uniform Colin, northeast of England. Roger.
Hey, Colin, you still got your keyed up. You're still keyed up. Colin, you still got the key down if you can hear me. There we go. We'll start with Matt recognizes M0WWE, and then 2E0 GFU, and then we got BA3KKY Kevin. We'll start with M0WWE. David, go ahead, my friend. How are you doing today? Today's topic is mobile radios. I don't know if you have one in the vehicle or what you're using for one, but go ahead.
Good morning, Scott. This is Mike 0 Whiskey Echo, David in Sheffield. I must admit it's been a long time since I've been on the net. It's probably the first time I've been using the full license call sign of M0 WWE. Previously I came on originally as M7 DHI. That was 2 or 3 years ago, and then as 2 Echo 0 UOH. Perhaps last year, and that might have been the last time I was on. But now I've got the full license call there, so I don't know what's showing up on NetLogger. I think I've changed it, but it just might be showing one of the older call signs there. It's nice to be back in contact with the Worldwide Rag True Amateur Radio Net again. I understand the topic of conversation is mobile in the vehicle. I must admit I don't do that. I've got a nice little shack set up here at home in Sheffield, and I tend to work from a static location. I'm not actually that mobile. I do worry about mobile radio because here in Britain it is an offence to drive while operating a mobile phone. It's a cause of distraction and all that, and the police do come down pretty heavy on it if you're caught. and I suppose that operating amateur radio with, with a microphone in your hand could be considered something very similar, although there is so few people on amateur radio compared to those with mobile phones. I don't think the law's actually caught up with that yet. Anyway, back to you, Scott. W1SBS, this is M0WWE.
Okay, David, thanks for taking time on your day to check in. Your call sign is coming up on NetLocker with no issues. You got your name attached to it. Everything's looking good. Thank you for taking your time on your day and for that info about mobile radios. Have a great week, and we'll get a chance to talk to you again next week. All right, we're going to move on to 2E0GFU. Colin, how are you doing today, Colin?
Hiya, Scott. It's been a while. 2 Echo Zero Golf Foxtrot uniform. Yeah, I'm well, thank you. I'm just on my way back from a gig. I've just been performing down near Middlesbrough in the northeast of England. In regards to radios, I got a Yaesu 200 in the car, and I seem to do a lot of my commissioning when I'm out and about driving, and if I'm not, then someone's listening to Echolink, Roger.
Yeah, okay, sounds very good, very good. Thanks for checking in. Yeah, it's been a while, Colin, since I spoke to you. I think I heard you talking to Stu there a couple, 3 weeks ago, and I didn't have a chance to break in and say hey, but it's good to hear from you, and you're doing well. Did you say you're headed back home?
Sure, because you've got Foxtrot uniform returning. Yeah, just heading back home. I've just been doing a 1940s event linked to Armed Forces Day over in the UK. Yes, I speak quite frequently to Stu. I actually teach his daughter music. Yeah, back to you, 2 Echo Zero Golf Foxtrot uniform.
Oh, very good, great. Yeah, you're still keyed up, Colin. Yeah, okay, Colin. For some reason, it doesn't like your PTT doesn't like to drop out, but very well. Thank you for taking time out of your day to check in. Have a good rest of your day. Have a safe trip home, and we'll talk to you again. And hopefully, maybe next week we'll catch you again. All right, we're going to move on to VA3KKY. Kevin in Toronto. How are you doing today, Kevin?
That's why I can't emphasize and stress it enough. Everybody's probably tired of hearing about it, but that's why I like this blind shell phone, real buttons. I always know when I'm keyed up or not. Anyways, everything is great. Mobile radios, technically all my radios, I guess, are mobile. I think I have a couple of straight plug-in radios, but they're really old CB radios. Otherwise, nope, everything is pretty much mobile, 100% mobile. It's funny the way that works, and I got 1 million power supplies, so it's amazing. Hey, happy Canada Day to those that observe it. Happy 4th of July. I'll be listening, of course, and you have a very excellent Sunday, all right? Take good care. VA3KKY.
Yeah, okay, Kevin, you take care too. Thank you for checking in. Have a great day, great rest of your week, and hopefully we'll talk to you again real soon. Maybe next week on that we'll connect up again. All right, that's the bottom of my list. I'm going to go back and put out a call for somebody that tried to check in earlier. I don't know if he's still around, but we're going to try it. Whiskey 1 Alpha Delta, this is Whiskey 1 Sierra Bravo Whiskey. You around, Frank?
Mike 3, Mike Kilo, Mike, you're up in
All right, we got Davey, Mike 3, Mike Kilo Mike. How you doing today, Davey?
Yeah, all good there, sir. The batteries weren't out on this portable set there, but just listening through on the receive there. Have a sit find it, and all the very best to the shortwave listeners as well. Terrific, good there, Scott. Over.
Yeah, okay, Davey, good day to you too. Thanks for taking time out of your day to check in. It's good to hear from you. Is there anybody else that wants to get checked into the Worldwide Right to Amateur Radio Net? Please come now to call sign twice, slowly, and phonetically. I'm Net Control this week. Scott here, W1SBW. Please come now.
Listening to you guys, I'm standing on top of an old slag heap with grey skies, but I'm hearing you all very well. I hope you all have a great day and a great weekend. Over.
Yeah, okay, station, I'm sorry. I doubled with you. I didn't even get your call sign. Could you bring that back again so I can get you in the logbook?
Mike 7, Papa November Yankee. Over.
All righty, we got you in there. All right, is there anybody else that wants to get checked in to the Worldwide Right to Amateur Radio Net? Please come on to call sign twice, slowly, and phonetically. This is Whiskey 1 Sierra Bravo Whiskey looking for check-ins for the Worldwide Right to Amateur Radio Net. Please come now to call sign twice, slowly, and phonetically.
Victor Echo 6, Delta Charlie Victor. Victor Echo 6, Delta Charlie Victor.
That recognizes V6 DCV. David, how you doing? I haven't spoken to you in a while. How you been, my friend?
Net Control, Victor Echo 6, Delta Charlie Victor, returning well. Good morning from overcast Calgary, but that's all right. We won't complain. Stampede is starting this Friday coming up. Of course, no, we're getting out of Dodge and going to Edmonton, Alberta, which is 3 hours away. But hey, there you go. You know how it is around Calgary. 10 days of nonstop party. So just be doing well. Really, normally we're at church on Sundays, but they have a shorter service during the summer. And it's almost not worth us going, so to speak. It kind of makes it hard to get there and back. Yeah, it's kind of hard to book rides that way. So that is my story. Other than that, keeping out of trouble. Handhelds. I got the ID 51 and the ID 880 hotel, and plus I got a few network radios. I'm talking off my portable unit here, and which is the N60 and the Tello. I forget the. Anyways, I don't know. And that's about it. Yeah. Back to Net Control. Everyone take care.
Yeah, okay, Davey. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for checking in. I'm glad you were able to make it in this week. Good to hear from you. I know it's been a few weeks, and I know you got other commitments, and you try to check in when you can, but it's good to hear from you again. Have a great rest of your day, great weekend. Hopefully we'll hear from you again soon. That's the end of my list. Is anybody else who wants to get checked in? Please come now to call sign twice, slowly, and phonetically. This is the Worldwide Right to Amateur Radio Net. Alrighty, this is W1SBW looking for check-ins for the Worldwide Right to Amateur Radio Net. Please come now to call sign twice, slowly, and phonetically. Topic of the week is mobile radios. What do you have in your vehicle or RV, UHF, VHF, HF? What are you using for antennas? Please come now.
You could check in.
Last station that tried to come in, I didn't get anything but in. Please come again.
KD2 TNH would like to check in.
That recognizes KD2TNH. Eric, go ahead, my friend.
Thank you for having the net today. Here in New Jersey, we're waiting for severe weather, and my trees and everything got pretty tore up the last. My antennas are fine. They all stayed up there really well, but the trees didn't fare that well. And we're waiting for another round of really bad weather again to come in sometime this evening. I think South Jersey right now is getting pounded with terrible weather. Anyway, I'd also like to check in Patty, KD2TXD. She had to work at the church camp today. She's up there doing the church thing. And I don't know, I don't really have any old radios anymore. I got rid of all that stuff back in the CB days. I just have what I have. And I always wanted an FT101E Yaesu, but I never got one. KD2TNH and checking in KD2TXD. Hope you guys have a good day, and thanks for running that.
Yeah, okay, Eric, we got you both checked in. Stay safe down there with that weather. Hopefully we'll hear from you again next week. Have a good rest of your day, safe week, and we'll talk to you again. All right, that's the bottom of my list. Is there anybody else who wants to check in? Please come now to call sign twice, slowly and phonetically, please.
KB3 VPK, KB3 VPK, Mary and East.
That recognizes KB3 VPK. Mary, how you doing today, Mary?
I'm doing some cleaning, and I think I heard a question that said something about old radios. I actually just fired up my Cobra last week. Cobra 142 GTL, my home base CB station, which is still hooked up to an antenna. And I found a really, really nice desk mic from Chris, amplified dynamic base station microphone with a 4-pin connector. Part number is 416-400. And I found this old radio, Pace 8008 to CB and a PA. Looks like it has 40 channels. I'm going to see if the mic works someday when I get to it. But, yeah, that's my old radio gear in past lifetime. It's going to be a kind of cloudy day, it looks like. And I got a band gig tonight, kicking off the patriotic season, or patriotic week. Playing some patriotic tunes tonight at West Park in Allentown. Back to you over there in Vermont, KB3 VPK.
Yeah, okay, Mary. Okay, perfect with the old CD radio. The topic was mobile radios. Eric just happened to bring up one of his older radios that he wished he'd wanted to buy. It was a Yaesu radio. But the topic was mobile radios. What do you use? HF, VHF, UHF, VHF, or HF in your vehicle? If you have any antenna, what do you use in your car, truck, RV, or whatever? That's what the topic was, man.
Okay. I do have a mobile VHF UHF rig in my car, and with the Bronco, it has built-in Wi-Fi, and I have an Allstar node in there. So I fire that up, and I go simplex, and I could talk wherever I want to on Allstar while I'm mobile using my, it's a small little radio. I think it's a QYT. Yeah, QYT 8900. It's a little hand-sized radio. It perfectly fits in there. It's kind of have a bracket where it's hanging over the center console, or, you know, Phil made me a bracket. It fits in there perfect. So, yeah, I got that, and an antenna I just got off of Timu. It's kind of interesting looking. So I'm giving that a try, see if I can get better RF signals mobile. But if I can't, always got the All-Star mobile node in there. Back to you, KB3 VPK.
Oh, okay, perfect, Mary. Thanks for sharing. Good to hear from you today. Have a great rest of your day, great rest of your week. And that little radio, a friend of mine had one of those radios, and it was a nice little radio. They are small and compact, and they fit nicely into a smaller vehicle, into a smaller area, so they do work well. Thanks for checking in. Have a great rest of your day, great rest of your week, and we'll talk to you again next week. And that's the end of my list. Is there anybody else that wants to get checked in? Please come now to call sign twice, slowly and phonetically. This is the Worldwide WWARG Amateur Radio Net.
If you're still in there, QSY 28400 HF, if you have time.
You talking to me, Eric, or were you talking to Mary?
Still there, 28400 if you're still there, Mary. Thank you. Sorry about interrupting in that.
Okay, no worries, Eric, no worries. Is there anybody else that likes to get checked in? Please come now. This is the Worldwide WWARG Amateur Radio Net. I am Whiskey 1 Sierra Bravo Whiskey Net Control. Please come now to call sign, please, slowly and phonetically, and we'll get you in the live book. This is W1SVW Net Control for this session of the Worldwide WWARG Amateur Radio Net. Taking check-ins. Please come now to call sign twice, slowly and phonetically.
Charlie 1, Kilo Uniform Tango, HB1, KUT.
All right, Matt recognizes KC1, KUT. Mike, how you doing today, Mike? The topic was mobile radios. What do you have in your vehicle? UHF, VHF, HF, what do you use for antennas? Go ahead. Yeah, Mike, I don't know how I'm coming into you, but you're got a lot of noise. You're just barely breaking the squelch, I believe, and I can just barely make out what you're saying, but you're getting in there. I know you're in Shrewsbury, and sometimes it's hard to get into the repeater, but I don't know if you're hearing me. How are you excuse me, how are you hearing me?
Yeah, you're pretty good. Seems to be just a little bit of background buzzing. The locust tree that I pretty much chopped up and used for an antenna mount, probably 25 feet high, seems to be growing seeds around the radio branches around the radio. So I'm probably going to go up on the ladder again. I hate the ladder, but I'm going to go up there and cut them off. Maybe that'll make a difference.
Yeah, that over was a little bit better. I was able to understand everything on that over, but you still got the white noise, the background noise, and so I believe that's what it is. It's you're not quite getting into it as good as you should. I know in the wintertime it seems like you get right in with no issues at all. So, all right, well, if you get up on that ladder, be safe. We don't need you falling off. So take care. Thanks for checking in. Have a good rest of your day and a good rest of your week, and we'll talk to you again soon. The end of my list. Is there anybody else who wants to get checked in? Please come now with your call sign. Twice, slowly, and phonetically, please.
Golf 1, November, Foxtrot Tango. Golf 1, November, Foxtrot Tango. Name's Dave, located in northeast UK. Small town called Heaven, Scott. How are you doing?
Doing well, Dave. G1 NFT. How are you doing? I don't know if you heard what the topic of the week was, but go ahead.
I've been listening a while. I'm just boxing the radio to go back to Yasu, so just having a bit of a break. Mobile radios. I don't go mobile anymore now that I've retired. I don't intend going mobile, but I've got a Yasu FT8900 and also the FTM 300. But I think they've made a mistake with the 300 because it hasn't got banks with memories, whereas the 8900's got 6 banks you can use, but you can split them up. You have I've got like a marine band in one bank and an aircraft band in another bank, and then a couple of repeaters in different ones. I've got one bank with 300 odd repeaters in, for when you're down the road you just put it on scan the way it goes. But you can't do that with the 300. The only thing with the 300 is it's got the APRS built in, which I tend to use. It's on now actually. If you look on APRS FI and put my call sign, you'll just see where I am. But I prefer the 8900. Used it with I think it was a diamond quad band antenna, because it's got the 4 bands in that 8900. 6 meters, 10 meters, 2 meters, 70 cents, and I found it quite good for what I was doing. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, Dave. Thank you for sharing, and it sounds like good, and thank you for letting us know what you're using. And thanks for checking in, and have a good rest of your day, good rest of your week. Have you got anything else going on with amateur radio lately?
No, not at the minute. Put a 10 meter, 6 meter Moxnut on top of the mast for us a couple of weeks ago, but having problems with the SWR on that. And then to top it all off, yesterday I was on a repeater, and I've had a Yasu 9918 since December, and it went pop. A load of smoke coming out of the back of it. But it had been away for repair before, I had it, January it went away for repair because it was low on power. And they sent it back saying they put a new PA module in. And then yesterday when I was on the repeater, it went pop again. But this time it was a lot different. Smoke blowing out the back of it. So I'm just going to compose a letter, ring them in the morning. It's all boxed off, ready to go. So that's, I'm just taking the break from that because it's doing me head in. Yeah, I don't know, I just seem to have bad luck with different radios, and that's one of them. So anyway, thanks for letting us check in. I'm looking on, I'm watching on the web here. I'm looking at a live stream you're doing. It's got live, and then it's got a little eye next to it too. So I presume you've got two people watching. Is that right?
Yeah, Dave, that's exactly what it says on this end. I got two people watching on Facebook and there was three people watching on YouTube. I'm streaming to both of them. But, yeah, that way you can hear your own audio if you'd like to hear how you're coming in. But thank you for your comments. Thank you for checking in. Is there anything else you'd like to say about the live stream?
It's okay, I was just curious. I've seen Stu doing a live stream, and another lad's like he live streams sometimes when he's on the radio. I was just curious because I've never seen this interface before on this one. But no, just carry on, get more check-ins, and I'll carry on writing this letter and just listen till the end. Thanks for letting us join. Cheers for now. G1NFT.
Yeah, okay, Dave. Yeah, I was live streaming before. I had a bunch of different pages that would switch. I went to another, just one page on OBS, and my wife suggested that I put my ugly mug on here, so here I am. So, anyways, thank you for checking in. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day, great rest of your week, and hopefully we'll hear you again next week. As far as mobile radios, for me, I've got a Yaesu FT70 hooked up to a Sherry node in my truck, and then I can get the local repeater, and I can get into this system here when I'm traveling around. But that's about all I have for right now. I don't have a per se mobile radio. It's an HT that I've got in there for now. But that's what I have. Alrighty. Anybody else want to check in? Please come now to call sign, name, and location.
KJ4ZOY.
Hey, there's the famous KJ4ZOY. Steve, how you doing, my friend?
Just terrific this morning, Scott. You know, Lord love a duck, to quote Ringo. We had company earlier this weekend, family, some of our children from San Diego, so it was a nice time, and seems like all we're doing this morning is doing laundry because we couldn't behave like old-time sailors wearing the same shorts and T-shirts for a couple of days. We had to behave. Aside from that, everything's good. I'm not sure what the question of the day was. I can tell you that I've got my wire antenna up, and my broadcasting seems to be a whole lot stronger. Reception is tricky, but I think it's because now I've got to learn how to tune the FTDX10 all over again. So I got the books out, and I'm sitting there hoping for epiphanies and doing my best. I don't have any mobile capability, but for one handheld that gets 2 meters and 70 centimeters. No, wait, yeah, 2 meters and 70 centimeters. And that's what I got. Back to you, sir.
Yeah, okay, Steve. Thanks for checking in. On that, you got the FTDX10. Does it have the digital noise reducer? Yeah, DNR. DNR. Does it have a DNR on it?
Yes, it does, Scott. It's a hybrid. It's got a super heterodyne section that feeds into software-defined an SDR radio. And so it's real good in cutting out noise, but I completely changed from a homemade dipole to a wire antenna. And so whatever I have to do is completely different. And, it's sort of like, to quote Yogi Berra, deja vu all over again. I'm having to figure it out. So I can get the signal clear. I don't know what kind of distance my reception is though yet. And because I don't want to overwhelm it and cut down the sensitivity. I do know yesterday I was listening to two guys speak in a language that I couldn't figure out what it was. It wasn't a Romance language. It wasn't a Slavic language. Absolutely no idea. So unless I, picked up a couple guys from Lapland, it'd be a surprise. Either that or it was some, I'm in the middle of Texas. Maybe it was some secret code from New Orleans or I don't know. But that's what's up. Back to you. KJ4ZOY, over.
Yeah, okay, Steve. Thanks for taking time out of your day to check in, and have a good rest of your day, good week, and I'm sure you'll figure that out. I heard that FTDX10 radio is an awesome radio, so you've got a good radio there, and I'm sure you'll get it, smart enough, you'll get it all figured out eventually. Then you'll start having fun. Maybe sometime we could set it up so we can try to make a contact when propagation is pretty good on 20 meters. I usually get into Texas without any problem, so we should be able to make a contact sometime, which should be good. Back to you.
Yeah, I look forward to it. Because of the length of the wire I've gotten, it's actually, with the coax and all that, sort of an off-center fed wire antenna. I'm good from 10 to 40 meters, 20 be a good try. And of course, the other thing that's going on is there's a bunch of storms around, particularly in the Gulf, and sun activity. So I don't know there may be propagation issues also, but it's fun fooling around with it. And there are options for cleaning up the signal I haven't even tried yet. So you're right about the radio. I pondered for a long time and finally dove into it. I think it's great, but there are a lot of wizards out there too that prefer other brands. I suppose if I spend $50,000 on a professional set and had a 40-foot tower outside, it might work a little bit better. But right now, a couple 25-foot posts is the best I got. Well, 73 back at you. I'll get a hold of you later in the week if I can sort of suss this out and understand my distance. And yeah, it'd be fun to talk on 20 meters. And that's all I got. It's Kilo Juliet 4, Zulu Oscar Yankee, back to net control. Over.
Yeah, okay, Steve, just let me know. I'm usually busy during the day, and evenings are better for me, so that'll work. Usually 20 meters is pretty good during the afternoons. So have a great rest of your day. Good luck figuring that out. I'm sure you'll get it figured out, and we'll talk to you again real soon. All right, at the bottom of my list, does anybody else want to get checked in? Please come now. The call sign I think I cut myself off there. This is Whiskey 1 Sierra Bravo Whiskey looking for check-ins for the Worldwide Rag 2 Amateur Radio Net. Please come now with your call sign twice, slowly and phonetically, please. This is the Worldwide Rag 2 Amateur Radio Net looking for check-ins. For the net, please come now with a call sign twice, slowly and phonetically. We're up to 15 people checked in, 16 count myself. Is there anybody else that wants to get checked in? Please come now. I'm going to put a call out again to somebody that tried to check in earlier, but I heard him, but he never came back. So, Whiskey 1 Alpha Delta, this is Whiskey 1 Sierra Bravo Whiskey. Frank, you around at all? All right, nothing heard. We're taking check-ins for the Worldwide Rag 2 Amateur Radio Net. Please come now to call sign twice, slowly and phonetically. Okay, last call. This is last call for check-ins for the Worldwide Rag 2 Amateur Radio Net. Please come now to call sign twice, slowly and phonetically.
Whiskey Niner Mike Charlie. Whiskey Niner Mike Charlie.
Net recognizes Whiskey 9, Mike Charlie. Go ahead, my friend.
Good morning. My name is Mike. I'm in Leander, Texas, near Austin. And the first time I've ever checked in, I was just tuning across and heard you guys on. So back to you, W9MC.
Well, thank you for taking time to check in. This is the Worldwide Rag 2 Amateur Radio Net. We're here every week at 11 a.m. Eastern, every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern. The topic this week was mobile radios. What do you have in your vehicle? HF, VHF, UHF, what are you using for antennas? Do you want to comment on any of that, sir?
Yeah, Roger. I have a mobile radio, 2-meter 440 in each of the vehicles. And I used to be a Kenwood guy, but I switched over to ICOM about 5 years ago, and I have ID 5100s. I have a 4100 in the SUV, and I have a 5100 in my pickup truck. And I'm real happy with the ICOM products. They work great. I like the dual band feature. Plus, I have D-Star, Open Spot 4, and D-Star in my pickup truck. W9MC.
All right, very well, very well. Thanks for sharing. Do you guys have a lot of D-Star activity out there?
No, not a lot. Here locally, mostly Fusion. There's one repeater about 25 miles north of me, which I can hit when I'm out mobiling, but I usually talk to my buddies up in Wisconsin. We lived in Wisconsin for 5 years. Still real good friends with the folks in my radio club up there. So I stay in touch with them on D-Star over the Open Spot 4. The pickup has Wi-Fi, which is real nice, and it works quite well.
Oh, okay. Okay, very well. Thanks for sharing all that. Have you, what was I going to, I forgot, Jesus, I just had brain fart. Have you ever had any HF equipment hooked up?
Yes, I haven't lately. I guess it's been about 15 years ago. I had a TS 2000 in my pickup and a SGC whip on the back with the SGC tuner right at the base of the whip, and that was great. That I got out real good on all bands, 80 through 10, no problem. But I'm just restricting myself to 2-meter 440 in the D-Star. I get, when I'm traveling, I travel to eastern Kentucky quite a lot. We have a place there where my dad was born, and I find that I can get in on D-Star 95% of the time.
Okay, very well, Mike. Very well, Mike. Thanks for sharing all that. Thanks for checking in. Have a good rest of your day. Like I said, we're here every week at 11 a.m. Eastern if you want to spin the dial around and check in. The KE5RS repeater in Leander, Texas is connected into us. We've got another net control operator out there, KJ4ZY, Steve. He's from, I believe, near Austin, Texas. And then the other net control is M0ONT. He's from the UK. We rotate, so there's 3 of us in here. You never know who you're going to catch on a certain week. So we try to keep it the same weeks, but sometimes people have things come up and we have things to do. But hopefully we'll hear from you again next week or the week after or whenever you get a chance. Have a great rest of your day, great week, and thanks again for checking in. Alrighty, is there anybody else that wants to get checked in? Please come now to call sign twice, slowly and phonetically.
Zulu Sierra 6, Echo Victor Papa, checking in.
Hey, Zulu Sierra 6 EVP, Ben. How you doing, Ben? I haven't spoken to you in a long time. I hope you're well.
And it's Controller 06 EVP. Yes, not too bad, just busy. I'm busy with the cameras, if not the cameras, then the radios. But I just popped in because I'm busy fixing one of the DVRs. So the net let me just pop in and say good night back to you, Net Controller from 06 EVP.
Yeah, okay, Ben. Thanks for taking time out of your day to check in. One quick question. How has the weather been down there?
And 06 EVP returning. Cold, freezing cold. Yeah, it's around, today it was about 21 degrees Celsius. Between 21 and 18 degrees it's Celsius, but especially in the mornings. Really cold, yeah, during the day. Then it goes about 2 and 3 Fahrenheit Celsius. For us, it's about -3. So, yeah, no, it's cold here in the mornings. Coming back to you from Zello.
Yeah, okay, thanks for sharing that. I'll let you go because I know it sounded like you were kind of busy there. So thank you for taking time out of your day to check in. Good to hear from you. Have a good rest of your week, and hopefully we'll hear from you again soon. All right, bottom of my list. Is there anybody else who wants to get checked in? Please come now to call sign twice, slowly and phonetically, please.
Kilo Charlie 4 Zulu Echo X-Ray Kentucky. Name is Charles. KC4ZEX.
That recognizes KC4ZEX. Charles, how are you doing today?
Doing pretty good. It's been warm and humid the last few days. We're getting a nice little cooling shower right now. It's brought the temperature down a little bit. And your question earlier about the radio, I have a Lenco DR150 in my vehicle. Been in there now for about 27 years. Been a darn good radio.
Boy, Charles, you got your money's worth out of that radio, that's for sure. What are you using for an antenna on it?
I have a 19-inch quarter wave. It's just a regular standard high band antenna. A friend of mine I bought the car from had put it on there before I ever got it.
Well, that made it easy. You had the antenna all set up in there before you had a chance to, when you bought the car. That's great. That's great. All right. Well, thank you for taking time out of your day. Thank you for sharing what you have for radios, and have a good rest of your day and good week, and hopefully we'll talk to you again next week. Have a great day. I'll send it back to you for one more.
Okay, I usually try to get in there every Sunday I can. Once in a while I'll miss one, but sometimes I'll forget and wait till too late to get on here. But anyway, we try to get in whatever chance we get. Glad to get in today, and hopefully I'll be here again next week at KC4ZEX.
Yeah, okay, Charles, thank you for checking in. Good to hear from you. Hopefully we can hear from you next Sunday also. Have a great week. Alrighty, is there anybody else who wants to get checked in? Please come now to call sign twice, slowly and phonetically.
Whiskey 1 Alpha Delta, Whiskey 1 Alpha Delta, Northern New Jersey, U.S.
That recognizes W1AD, Whiskey 1 Alpha Delta. Frank, I tried calling you like 3 or 4 times. It seems like it works better when you're further away in Nevada than it does when you're in New Jersey. How you doing today?
Yeah, everything's good. We're in northern New Jersey for a family wedding later today. We'll be headed back another, I think, Tuesday morning. So I thought I'd check in quickly. We're just visiting family right now, pre-wedding stuff, and just good to hear everyone. And have a great day. We'll talk to you when we get back to the West Coast. Over.
Okay, Frank, sounds good. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to check in. Have a great rest of your day. Safe trip home, and we'll talk to you again soon. Alrighty, is there anybody else who wants to get checked in? Please come now to call sign twice, slowly and phonetically.
Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Delta Echo, Warren, Toronto, Canada.
I believe that was Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Echo Delta. Is that correct?
Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Delta Echo. That's Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Delta Echo. The name here is Warren, Whiskey Alpha, Romeo, Romeo, Echo November, transmitting from the
All right, I don't know if I got that right yet. Go ahead with just your call sign, sir. Just your call sign.
DE3, WDE. That's Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Delta Echo.
Okay, VE3, WDE, we got you that time. Sorry about that. I was just getting the last 2 letters. Let's transpose them. I got them all messed up. But go ahead. I don't know if you heard our question, but go ahead, my friend.
Well, I just thought I'd check into the net. Wish everybody a happy Sunday. Anybody in Canada, wish them a happy Canada Day tomorrow, July 1st. And last of all, happy July 4th to our southern friends south of the border. All the best. I hope everybody has a great week coming up ahead. This is VE3 WDE. Back to net control.
Okay, Warren, sounds good. Happy Canada Day, yes, and happy 4th of July coming up for us, too. Thank you for taking time out of your day to check in. Hopefully we'll hear from you again next week. Have a good rest of your day and good week. Is there anybody else that wants to get checked in? It's going to be the last call. Last call for check-ins. Please come now to call sign twice, slowly, and phonetically.
Good afternoon, Scott. This is 2 Echo 0, Echo Victor Papa, Mountain in Sheffield, England, over.
Yeah, and that recognizes 2E0 EVP, Martin. I don't know if you've been listening or if you've heard what the question of the day was, but it was mobile. What do you have for mobile radios, VHF, UHF, HF, or even network radios or whatever you have in your vehicles or campers or so on? Go ahead.
Hey, Roger, yeah, most of my radio now is mostly done by network radios, apart from this Balefang U25, the new big radio that's one transmitting now. But in the cars, I use network radios like my T320 and my Enrico TM7. I used to have a Kenwood TMV71 in the car, but it was the coax with the air upon the roof was letting water in, so my wife said I had to take it home. So just using network radios at the moment there, over.
Yeah, okay, Martin. Sounds good. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for checking in. Are you out and about working today, or are you working around the house?
Roger, yeah, I've not been working for a month, Scott. I've not been too well, so I'm taking some time off work over.
Oh, Martin, I'm sorry to hear that. I am so sorry to hear that. Well, get well soon, and we'll talk to you again real soon. Take care of yourself, and I'll let you send it off. I'll send it back to you for one more.
Roger, yeah, okay. I'll let you know quickly. I've been tested for cancer. I've lost quite a lot of weight since my heart attack last year. I've lost a hell of a lot of weight, and I've been tested for prostate cancer, lung cancer, and all the other cancers. Everything's coming back as normal up to now. So, but I've lost quite a lot of weight. And I've not been feeling too good myself, so there you go, Scott. So I feel, over the last couple of days I've been feeling a lot more better, but I'm just taking some time off work and just stopping at home for the time being. I'm not sure if I'll go back to work, as you know, I work for myself, self-employed, but I may be taking an early retirement sort of thing there. I'm not too sure, but just go back part-time. So there you go. Anyway, thanks for letting me check in there, Scott, and we'll catch up with you later on from 2E0 EVP.
Yeah, okay, Martin. Thank you for checking in. I'm so sorry to hear that. From all of us here at the Worldwide Veteran Amateur Radio Network, we'll all be praying and pulling for you. So hang in there, take care of yourself. Good talking to you, and I'll talk to you again during the week. This past week I've heard you on the radio quite a bit, but I haven't had a chance to grab the mic and talk to you. So hopefully we'll get a chance this week. Take care of yourself. Prayers are with you. God bless. Alrighty, is there anybody else that want to get checked in? Please come now to call sign twice, slowly and phonetically. All right, we're up to 20, 21 count myself. We're having a good week. Is there anybody else that wants to get checked in? We're about 5 or 6 minutes after the hour. I'm going to put this out. Last call for check-ins. If you want to get checked in, please come now with your call sign, name, and location, twice slowly and phonetically, please. All righty, with nothing heard, I'm going to close it out. Like I said, we had 20 normal check-ins, 21 counting myself. Great week. Great to hear from everybody. Hopefully everybody has a good, safe week, and we'll talk to you next week. Have a good rest of your day. I'll be closing the net down now. W1SBW will be clear the net.